Welcome back, guys. So we're going to continue creating our door frame, add windows to our scene. If you like this video and find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, let's select everything. Press Shift and right click down here and S to scale. Let's scale this up a little bit. It's already on 3D cursor. Let's scale this up a little bit. Let's make this fit this hole. I think somewhere around there is okay. So I want this to come out a little bit. I'll place my cursor down here, select everything and bring this down. And let's scale this up a little bit. Somewhere there, okay. Okay, I think that's cool. So let's bring this out a little bit. Then let's scale this in the y-axis. Let's change that to medium points. Let's scale that in the y-axis. I want it to come out, really out. Let's scale that again in the y-axis and bring it back. That makes sense. Then let's scale this up a little bit. Then let's scale in the x-axis and move this to the side, up a little bit. Let's scale this again in the x-axis. Select everything and scale in the x-axis. I think that looks much better. Oops. I think that looks much better. Then let's select these faces down here. Let's turn on X-ray mode. Select these faces. Then let's turn this off and let's bring this up somewhere there. Then go back to object mode. Then let's Alt-H. Oops. Let's select this and hide. Let's turn off our reference image. Let's turn off the collection. Okay, I just noticed our door is actually in our reference. I just noticed our door is actually in our reference image collection. So I'm going to select the door and bring it to our Pear model collection. So I'm going to turn off the reference image. Let's select the door. Oops, it's already here already. Then I'm going to tab into edit mode and scale this out a little bit. In the z-axis and bring this up. Then let's move this back. Then turn on the extreme mode to see what we're actually doing. Let's move this somewhere around there. Let's turn off extreme mode. That makes sense. So this is actually for the door. So let's tab it into edit mode, select everything. I'm going to scale this in the x-axis just a little bit. So I'm going to select these vertices. I'm going to select these vertices. Select everything. Let's scale it in a little bit. Then let's turn off extreme mode and tab it object mode. I think that looks much better. That looks much better. I think I like it. Let's move this back a little bit. That looks better for the door. Then let's add handle to this door. Let's press Shift A to add a cylinder. Then tab it edit mode. Let's rotate 90 degrees in the x-axis. Then let's scale that in a little bit. Scale that in and move to the side. And let's bring this out. Let's turn on extreme mode to see what we're actually doing. And let's move this. I think that's okay. Very much okay for someone to hold. Let's bring that in a little bit and put this down a little bit. Then let's move this up. Then let's add a torus to this. So I'm going to reduce the segments somewhere there. Then I'm going to reduce the minor segment. Then let's reduce the minor radius. Let's move that down the negative side. Then let's reduce our major segments. I think that looks better for our handle. Then let's move this, bring it up, and let's rotate this 90 degrees in the x-axis. Oh, still looking big. Let's scale this down and let's move this. Let's scale it again and let's move this to our cylinder and let's scale this out a little bit. Let's move that up a little bit. Move that in the y-axis back. Then let's rotate this torus a little bit and scale out. That's looking better. It's looking like a door right now. Let's bring that down a little bit. I think that's looking better. So I don't want to create any hole since it's not going to be seen. So I think it's better this way. So this is for our door. So for the windows, I'm going to hold Shift and right click to place my cursor here. I'm going to press Shift and right click. Let's add. I'm going to add a curve, and let's rotate this R90 in the x-axis and type it to edit mode. Let's move this here and scale. Bring that down. Let's position that very well. Let's scale in a little bit somewhere there. And let's scale in the x-axis and the z-axis. To make it fit in this hole, let's scale again the x-axis. Okay, I think that's okay. So I'm going to bring this out. Let's go to curve data properties. Then go to bevel. Let's increase the depth, not too much. 0.06 is, I think it's better, or 0.08. Let's move that back. I think that's not bad. Let's increase it to 8. I think that's looking okay. So let's change this from round to profile just to get this shape. So you can also increase your bevel, your resolution. You can also increase your resolution and you can also increase your bevel. But there's no need to increase our resolution since I'm going to add subdivision surface modifier. So I'm going to go to object mode, add subdivision surface modifier and increase it to 2. So I think this looks so fine and well defined. So I'll tap into edit mode, go to curve data properties. So you can actually reshape the circle if you want to give it some design. Just walk around this curve here, right here. You can add loop cuts and you can walk around here to get any design you want. That's if you really want it. So this is what we have now, but I don't want to add any of this for now. So let's reset this. If you want to reset, let's just click here and reset back. So I'll tap it object mode. So go to objects. Then let's set origin to geometry. So I'm going to select, I'm going to select everything and click Ctrl A of transformation. Go to side view. Click on the object, select origin to geometry, and let's move this back somewhere there. I think I like the shape. Then let's, oops, that looks good. That looks good, I like it. Let's move this somewhere there. That's not bad. Okay. Let's select this window frame. Let's go into edit mode. Select this object and duplicate this. Let's name it window. So we're actually going to use this for our window. So I'm going to go back to profile. So I'm going to select our window. Oops, I think I made a mistake. So let's name this window frame. This is actually window frame. So I'm going to move this to our peer model collection. Oops, where's that? I'm going to select our door handle, moving to our peer collection. I think that's outside our peer collection, so I'm going to move them to our peer collection. Then let's select this bezier circle and move it to our peer collection. So if you want to add anything to your scene, just select this peer circle, this peer model. So I'm going to select this and name it window. I'm going to move this front. Then go to curve property data and let's change the depth to 0. Then let's change the resolution to 6. I think so. So I'm going to scale this down a little bit and let's convert it to mesh. Let's type into edit mode. Click, select everything. Let's go to face mode and click on grid view. Okay, that's not bad since we're not going to add any shape to it. We're just going to use it for our window. So let's select everything and extrude back in the y-axis to give it some thickness. So let's bring this back. Let's push that back a little bit. So select our window and let's move this back somewhere there. Somewhere there. Okay, that's not bad. Let's position this to somewhere there. Okay, that's not bad. And let's scale this in a little bit. Somewhere there. Okay, I think that's okay for now. Let's scale that a little bit. Oops. I think it's still open. And let's scale it out a little bit. Okay, I think that's cool. So we're going to mirror this, add a modifier, then add mirror modifier. Then let's press Ctrl A or transformation. So we're going to mirror our window frame. Let's add mirror modifier. Then press Ctrl A or transform. So I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to do the same for this up. So I'm going to hold Shift and right click. I'm going to add a circle, Ctrl A, add a circle. Then rotate in the X axis 90 degrees. So I'm going to scale this to fit in. Let's scale this to fit in somewhere there. So I'm going to fill up the face and go to face, click grid fill. Let's bring this out somewhere there. Let's move this back. And let's rotate this a little bit. So let's select these edges. Then Shift D to duplicate. Let's bring that out. And P to separate by selection. Then let's tab into object mode and select our fill circle. Let's name it as window up. So let's name this, let's name this window frame. Okay, it's already named as window frame. So let's click on our circle. Let's name this as window up frame. Window up frame. Let's tab into edit mode. Let's select everything and extrude and scale by pressing S. Let's go to the side view, select everything and extrude. Okay, I think that's looking much better. You can actually add a torus to this, but I don't want something very round. I want something that has a well-defined shape. So let's add the subdivision surface modifier. I think this is already round enough. Let's turn off this subdivision surface modifier. Select everything and let's scale. Let's just bring this. Let's just scale this in the y-axis. Then let's select these faces, holding Control. Let's bring this out a bit and add a loop cut. Then let's turn on this subdivision surface modifier. I think that's round enough. So we're going to hide this for now. Our window frame, our window up. Then let's set object to geometry and let's move this back. Okay, that's not looking bad. Then let's scale this out a bit and let's rotate this a little bit. Okay, that's looking good. Let's bring this in a little bit. Let's tap into edit mode, turn on subdivision surface modifier, then Alt select this. Oops. Let's change to face mode, Alt select this. Let's scale this a little bit. And let's add a loop cut somewhere around there. And let's turn on subdivision surface modifier. Let's go to face mode. Let's select these faces by holding Shift Control. Select these faces. Let's bring this out a little bit. A little bit. Okay, I think that's okay. Let's go back to object mode. I think that makes sense right now. Oops. Alt H. Let's remove that. Let's add our window. Let's bring that out. Let's select everything. Let's extrude this to the side. E to extrude. In the Y-axis. Let's tap into object mode. Let's move this in the Y-axis. And let's rotate this a little bit. Then let's go to face mode. Let's go to face mode. Let's scale this in a little bit. Let's set object to geometry and let's scale this in. Let's bring this to the center and scale it a little bit. I think this is too open. Let's scale that out a little bit. Let's bring that in. Let's bring that out a little bit. That makes sense. Let's scale that down a little bit. Let's close it up. Let's bring this up a little bit. Okay, I think that's looking good already. Now our model is almost ready. Alright guys, in the next video we're going to continue working on this model. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope to see you there.